everybody. So I have another Valentine's dessert idea, and it's gonna be red velvet whoopies. And I know that my kids especially are gonna love this. I've made these a lot in previous Valentines and they always enjoy it. And we're gonna make a cream cheese frosting to go in the middle because I think red velvet and cream cheese are kind of synonymous with each other. And we're gonna doctor it because I always like to do that. So 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted in your microwave. And all we're gonna do is mix in 2 room temperature large eggs and a tablespoon of vanilla. Whisk this all together, and then we're gonna sift in red velvet cake mix. Any kind would be great. And you always wanna sift, okay? It's worth that extra step because it makes such a soft crumb when you do it. And it's gonna make a very thick cake batter. So you're gonna take your tablespoon and do tablespoon scoops onto a prepared baking sheet. So you can use parchment or a silicone baking mat, and you are going to put them 2 inches apart and bake them for around 10 minutes at 350. Start watching at that point for them to be done in the middle. And then you're gonna let them cool on a rack for 10 to 15 minutes. And while that's happening, we're gonna make the cream cheese frosting to go with it. So you always sift because you see all these clumps and this is not going through even when I push. And we don't want that into that cake either. Now, I'm gonna whisk this all together. So now that this has come together, see how thick it is? We are going to portion it out, and you can use whatever to scoop that out into little rounds, and then 2 inches apart because it will spread a little bit. And then hopefully it will spread in circles. So I'm gonna keep putting this on here and then we'll make the frosting. Now that my red velvet whoopies are cooling on a rack, I am going to make my cream cheese frosting, and it really does help if you can do it in your stand mixer just because it whips it so light and fluffy, which is so amazing when you take that bite. 4 ounces of cream cheese, full fat, and 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We are going to whip this until it is nice and light and fluffy. And to that, we're gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of almond extract that's necessary, and 3 cups of powdered sugar. And if we see that it is really thick and not very pipeable between our cookies, we're gonna add a splash of heavy cream. So we'll see what happens.